I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
A pirate, huh? Well, then you must realize the inherent danger in wandering into a village populated by cannibals.
Cannibals?
You say that like it's a bad thing. Well, it's true. But we are no longer vicious and bloodthirsty cannibals.
No?
No. We underwent a paradigm shift in our belief system several years ago.
Really? That's fascinating.
We decided we wanted to live a healthy cannibal lifestyle, completely cut back on our fatty missionary intake, and went vegetarian altogether. But there certainly was a time I would have eaten you. Young guy like you, not too much muscle.
Hey!
I'd probably marinate you in white wine for 45 minutes. Dip you in a light corn batter. Wrap you in banana leaves and bury you in a pit with 100 hot coals. Let you roast overnight. Then I'd serve you on a bed of basmati rice with a garnish of shiitake mushrooms and shallots.
But not anymore, right? But not anymore, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Aren't you afraid the volcano will destroy your village?
The volcano? Oh, no. Mount Acidophilus is completely harmless. We have curried favor with Sherman, the all-powerful god of the volcano.
The god of the volcano likes spicy foods?
Shut up, or I'll eat you.
Okay.
When we first landed on this island, the volcano god was most upset. Belching out smoke, vomiting up lava. It was disgusting, really. And potentially hazardous. We knew we had to do something to pacify the volcano god, and we assumed a good sacrifice would do the trick.
A reasonable assumption.
But when we threw the sacrifice into the volcano, Mount Acidophilus erupted violently. We thought Sherman was upset at us, so we started making sacrifices every day. We tried everything. Fish, poultry, livestock, phenylalanine.
The usual.
Then one day, we tried brie. There was a huge eruption that nearly killed us all.
What happened?
Sherman is lactose intolerant.
Ah, it all makes sense now.
Now, Sherman is on a very strict diet. He only gets fresh fruit, vegetables, and of course, soy products for the proteins so important to muscle building.
Stand aside. I mean to visit the volcano.
I'm afraid I cannot allow that. Our ritual offering is about to begin.
Terrific. I'm fascinated by your quaint tribal customs.
Postcards and slides are available in the lobby. Non-cannibals are forbidden from witnessing the actual ceremony.
That's so unfair.
Tell it to the volcano gods. I don't make the rules, you know.
You look familiar somehow.
Perhaps it's because I look like a big lemon.
Oh, yeah. But it's more than that. We've met before, back on Monkey Island.
Ah, Monkey Island. We had a nice village there. Rent-controlled huts close to the good schools. Those were the salad days, so to speak. Till they put in that darned carnival.
Carnival?
Yes, carnival. Just as soon as they put up the first tent, whoosh! The whole place becomes trendy. Sailors coming in at all times of the night. That awful music droning on and on. And to be honest with you, I think the Midway games are rigged.
Yeah.
At night, it wasn't safe for a cannibal to walk the island alone.
Nice village you have.
Thanks. It's not much, but we call it home. We've been doing our best to capture the classic charm of a headhunter village, while at the same time incorporating all the modern conveniences brought to us by the European explorers. You may have noticed our first state-of-the-art bloodletting clinic, which has been cleverly designed to look like a traditional shaman's hut.
How quaint.
Yes, we think so.
Do you live in fear of the fruit fly menace?
Not since I switched to a malathion-based cologne.
Very alluring.
Thank you.
Do they hassle you when you go through customs?
You have no idea.
Gotta run. Bye. That looks like a mask. I'll just walk over here so he won't see me put this on. Ick.
Finally, you're here. Come on, we're late for the sacrifice.
god of the volcano who resides in Mount Acidophilus, accept this sacrifice we make unto you. In the form of flesh with high amounts of fiber and wholesome cellulose, free of all fat and trans fatty acids, so that it might nourish you and bring your favor upon our humble village, and not upset nor agitate your ulcerative caldera.
Okay, boys, toss him in. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you, and good night.
You feed the volcano mannequins made from vegetables?
Yes, we do. Sherman isn't a strict vegetarian, but fatty foods can cause him severe indigestion.
It's a table covered with different fruits and vegetables. Well, I haven't got any use for this fruit. It's locked.
I can't use the skeleton arm with that.
I can't hold on with my bare hands. Boy, it's windy up here. This is where the lighthouse light would go, if it had one. With all these broken windows, it's no wonder the light blew out. It concentrates the light into a beacon for wayward vessels. Makes a man proud. It's broken. I don't need any rocks.
Lost Welshman Ferry Line. Haunted sea cruises and whale watching excursions daily. It's a bottle of Captain Nick's shaving soap with a cork in it. It must have fallen from the barber's supplies when the ship wrecked. I can't pull the cork out with my hands. I don't want to pin that. It's full of seawater. It's volume C and it's mostly digested. I can only make out page 243. A compass is a magnetized bit of metal floating in a solution. What a completely random piece of trivia. It's a big egg sitting precariously at the top of that tree. I can't shake it hard enough with just my hands. The egg would break when it hit the ground. The bottle has a cork in it. That ring is really stuck on her finger. I don't think he'd like that. This pie pan won't do any good there. I really don't want to know what's in there. I can't pick up that entire wheel of cheese. It's labeled Good Soup Family Records. I'm sure it's just a bunch of legal stuff I couldn't hope to understand. I'd better get rid of this incriminating picture frame. What?
That doesn't take wooden nickels.
Cool, a magnetic pin. The mind boggles at the possibilities. I can't use the magnet with that.
Hey! Out of here! You'll spoil the ceremony.
Ick.
You fool! You've given cheese to a lactose-intolerant volcano god. Do you know what that means? You brought about the coming of the divine dysentery. Run for your lives!
Wow, that was more spectacular than I'd hoped. It says Tex Venture. Miller the Sot. Here lies old Miller. He's far past his prime. He drank some weed killer with a half twist of lime. No. It says Old Blind Pew. Okay, fella, this won't hurt a bit. Hey, I guess it didn't hurt a bit. He must be shedding. Blood Island Municipal Housing for the Deceased. I can't use the dog hair with that. This is some of the hair of the dog that bit me.
Shh. Thanks.
I found this egg for your hangover remedy.
Shh. Thanks.
Here's a wild pepper for your hangover remedy.
Shh. Thanks. That's all the ingredients I need. Let me quietly mix up a dose. Ah, much better. Here, you can take the rest.
I'd like a drink, please.
Sure. What will you have?
Give me a big fruity drink with an umbrella in it.
Good choice. It's a delicious taste of the islands, made with lemon, grapefruit, and ground beef.
Hey, don't I get one of those decorative umbrellas to go in my tropical drink?
I don't think we have any. No, I'm wrong. I do have this one.
Ouch! Here's your glass back. I don't believe we've met. Who are you?
I am Griswold, last of the good soups and proprietor of this hotel. You may have heard of us and our soup restaurant resort empire that stretches across the Caribbean.
Well,
This was once our proudest resort, but it lost all its popularity after the regular eruptions of Mount Acidophus stopped.
The volcano has erupted!
Yes, I know! The good soup empire is saved.
well, I'm happy for you.
Soon the resort will be flooded with tourists coming to see the volcano. And I can finally put on the show I was working on the last time we had guests.
What show is that?
Voulez-vous vichyssoise? A dramatic musical about a talented young Parisian soup chef who is cruelly taken down by the Paris culinary establishment for her revolutionary ideas about soup preparation.
I'm sure it'll be a big hit. What do you know about the lost ring of Blood Island?
Oh, that's a very sad chapter in my family's history. My great-aunt Minnie Stroney Goodsoup was a well-to-do member of Blood Island society. Her one weakness was her romantic nature. She had a thing for pirates, one in particular. He came into port, she fell instantly in love, and they were engaged within the week. Then, on the eve of their wedding, he stole the fantastic Goodsoup diamond from her ring and sold it to smugglers on Skull Island. She wore the empty engagement band on her finger until the day she died, which was not long after. Some say she still haunts the Goodsoup family tomb. It is a sad story, is it not?
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Could you repeat that?
Get lost, Chowderhead.
Hypothetically, how would one get into your aunt's tomb?
I suppose you would have to die.
Oh, crud. How can I get out to Skull Island?
Well, there used to be a regular ferry out to Skull Island.
Used to?
One cold night, so the tale goes, the Welshman set out in his dinghy. The deep fog around Skull Isle obscured even the moon, but the Welshman could see the distant light of the Blood Island lighthouse. When he'd rowed half the distance, the light in the lighthouse was mysteriously smashed, and the poor Welshman was lost, almost never to be seen again.
Almost?
Well, there are those who say that late at night, if you stare into the fog long enough, you may see the flying Welshman rowing in his ghostly dinghy, lost for all eternity.
Creepy. How's business?
Oh, it's just wonderful. Now that the volcano is erupting again, the reservations are just pouring in. Soon every room in the hotel will be filled, all except for that one room. The room with the guest that never left.
Is this gonna be scary? Because I warn you.
Every night we heard strange noises coming from his room. Frightful crashing sounds that shook the entire hotel, each followed by the most horrible screaming and cursing. And then one night, the sounds just stopped, but were replaced with a terrifying wailing and moaning. I had the room sealed and vowed never to enter that hateful place again.
I'm off to explore the rustic charms of Blood Island.
Here, did you just take my mirror?
Nope.
You're lying, aren't you?
Yes.
Put it back.
All right, all right. Sheesh, what a grouch.
What was that?
Nothing. That melted cheese looks just like yellow tar. The bottle's closed. Darn child-proof caps? I can't open it. It's full of fermenting sugar water used for making rum. It's full of sugar water now. The pin just sinks. I need to make it float. I've already magnetized the pin. I don't want to pin that. That doesn't need to be augured.